Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Johnson Salami, and today's date is a special day. As we can see, today is a bit sunny, and we're looking at 23rd day. As you can see, the events that took place today, we are going to look at a copy of them, or about 30 newspapers review. It's been a while that have been online, and I know that you will need to get seated and relax and get informed. We know one thing about life is that we just have to ensure that we show up even when we don't feel like it. So the feelings is not only the indicator that you need to do things, so or you to say things or to think things. But no matter how you feel, life we go, we move, and then don't carry the burden of life too much to the point that you don't even think about the paved way that has been designed for you to pass through. So I'll be going for the first one. This is a very sad incident that happened in Niger State. The first one is eight feared dead terrorists bomb Niger bridge, and this is it happened around 6:30 today a.m. and it says very alarming. I mean, motorists about 7 fell dead, and that's fair, including the driver. 7 fell dead immediately, including the driver. And this is very sad that at this point, when Tinubu has traveled out of the country to look for solution help from Turkey and the rest, and then it seems that the security of lives and properties are not safe. Another issue happened in Kwara State, according to the news, relating to the Ekwa event, Ekwa church, where terrorists entered and kidnapped about 10 people, and they left about 2 old men, old people who could not be able to withstand the stress of dragging on the road to the bush, to the remote area where they will be in dungeon or in a cistern, in a place where it's not conducive. So they had to abandon them. So they look for younger ones who they believe that perhaps they will be able to go through the stress. So the terrorists selectively kidnap about 10 people and they release about 2, allow others to go. But you know what? This situation has become a norm. It has become a way of life. It has become our culture in a country where it seems that we are the largest in Africa. Now, even though we are claiming that we are the largest in Africa, why is it that the security of life don't matter to the president, to the senate president, to the government officials who are supposed to be the one to be in charge of the country? Now, that is to show that the government has failed in their civic responsibility. Now, if you say that government has been trying, what trying can you show that this is another issue? Bombings, bridges, bombing of bridge to collapse the structure that's meant to link different localities, different remote areas to another town, to the city, to different places. And this is going to affect the commerce in that area now, because any produce that is being made or any raw materials could not be transported through cars anymore. And how many farmers can afford airplane to go to their farm to to lift goods to cities? Tell me now, what is the government doing now? They are just going to borrow money, and I know in UK, in France, in everywhere, those solutions. And now what's Macron in France, because Tinubu has been the friends of Macron, has been visiting France, either for his own health or for any other thing. Now France engaging in making tax work. But what about properties of our lives, of people's, the citizens, the taxpayers' lives? Do they matter? So let's look at the next one, because of I want to look at the another part. ICPC to arraign EL-RUFAI over fraud, money laundering in Cardinal in Tuesday. This is coming to this Tuesday. Yep. I cannot Tuesday. Tomorrow is Tuesday. Anyway, today is Monday. I can see that this matter has become something else. A lot of people, both from the Muslims associations, are claiming that yes, why are you holding this? This president, ex-governor of the Cardinal State, in detention without taking him to the court, so charge him to court. And then, according to what is happening now, a lot of people they are claiming that why so long are you detaining him without charging him to court? It has the time meant for him to be detained has elapsed, and when the elapsion took place, why not keeping him to this point? So these are the issues that the Nigerians are really concerned about it, and even ADC also making a different kind of movement to say to talk and go to and talk about this matter. Now, why is it? Because this guy, this man who has been in the APC for 8 years, during a time as a governor, and also he's also escorted to the president, current APC president, to UK to answer questions regarding security on his behalf, because the president could not answer because he does not know. And now the president that's supposed to be the one in charge of the security now, that's answered, that gave him expo, that answered for him, that helped him out, is now in detention. This president will be fighting, helping the country to fight security. If actually he is good in that area, in terms of security and security aspect. But unfortunately, we have these battles on our table as Nigerians. The hunger is increasing because of the cost of fuel. The price of fuel has exceeded abnormally more than about, let's say, 90%, from 739 to 1,350. So some people are paying 1,400 per liter. Whereas, talking about diesel is now 1,850 in some areas, close to 2,000 naira. Now, these are the issues that we need to really bother about, because we don't care much about this country, the way we are saying it. Now, the last one is about Oyo State. Makinde offers Oyo workers 10,000 naira salary top up over fuel price. Now, let's look at the matter. The price of fuel, that is the focus. The fuel price hike. The price of fuel has made lives so difficult for people to live. The children at home may not be able to eat reasonable food because of items, because of movement is very high. Now, how do you want a man who is earning minimum wage, 70,000 naira, to cope in a situation whereby the fuel price, the cost of transportation has gone up to, even though if you don't have car, if you have car, you cannot use a car. If you are managing to go to work, your salary may not be able to meet up. You have to become a beggar of your colleagues or your other staff members that have cars that are managing to. You have to beg them to take you to school. Perhaps you have to stay and wait for them to finish before you come back if you want to save. But now that is better now. Although you Makinde has raised this morning, you say this morning I'm criticizing it because of this fuel price. This is what Tinubu's government is supposed to be doing, to look for a way of how this 10,000 naira increment does not really make sense, but it's still something. But if we look at it now, they say that half bread is better than none, or a loaf of bread is better than no bread at all. Meaning that if you get one slice or half slice of bread, is better than not having any 20 loaves of bread. Now, that is the idea, that this is more of it. But to me, I won't say that it's bad. I would just say that this is just more of like a governor that thinks of his people. Perhaps it will not be enough for them, but still, what can he do? Because he's going to be he's just showing concern, and it's not that he's right. He's obligated to do that. Other governors have not said anything regarding that. Previously, we heard about because of time, I don't have much time to talk more about this. So tomorrow I'll be coming back by God's grace for another edition of JV Trading News, and then I will also discuss more. And remain blessed. See you later.